Igor avait 10 ans. Il n'avait pas vraiment d'amis. Comme vous et moi avons des amis, car il ne savait pas jouer, il ne savait pas parler, il était né comme ça. Pourtant, il savait bien sourire. Le jour de son anniversaire, on invita toutes ces personnes. Il y en avait au moins 105 ans. Ils firent toutes les choses qui plaisaient à Igor. Certains amenèrent de poney. Il y en avait qui peignaient, d'autres qui dansaient sur un trampoline géant. Igor adorait ça. Chacun voulut participer pour acheter un âne. Un âne particulier. Il était blanc. Il appelèrent nuage. Nuage de vin. Alors l'ami Igor managea une selle où Igor était solidement attaché. Nuage le porta partout où les jambes d'Igor ne pouvaient pas le porter. Il mena Igor et sa famille dans les montagnes au-dessus du village, puis dans d'autres vallées. Ensemble, ils traversèrent des torrents, rencontraient des bergers, essuyèrent des orages de village en village. Nuage fit découvrir le monde à Igor. Enfin, Igor pouvait aller à la même vitesse que sa famille. Et quand Igor riait, il riait. Nuage avait 2 amis. Anne. Gamin et Napoléon. Ils étaient toujours ensemble. Nuage aimait suivre Gamin. Et quand Gamin fut trop âgé, Nuage suivit Napoléon. Ils lui apprirent tout ce qu'un âne doit savoir. Mais il y avait une chose que Nuage n'avait pas eu besoin d'apprendre. Porter son ami Igor. Igor était souvent assis de travers, battant des mains joyeusement, ou bien il s'allongeait en arrière, sur le dos de son âne, comme pour regarder défiler les nuages. Igor avait maintenant 16 ans. Il devient plus lourd. Mais un âne peut porter beaucoup. Alors, Nuage continuait à porter Igor. Avec sa famille, un été, il marcha depuis à Conques, de Conques à Cahors. Et Igor riait et il riait. Un jour, à la fin de l'été de la même année, Nuage, Igor et sa famille partirent une nouvelle fois dans la montagne. En descendant jusqu'au-dessus de son village, Nuage trébucha brutalement, roula en dehors du chemin et se retrouva les quatre pattes en l'air. Igor était toujours feuglé à la selle, mais heureusement, Nuage resta immobile. Igor fut rapidement détaché et mis en sécurité. Quand l'âne essaya de se relever, il reperdit l'équilibre. Il commença à rouler doucement, mais quand la pente s'accentua, il prit de plus en plus de vitesse et finit par tomber au fond d'un ravin. Là, Nuage mourut sur le coup. Il avait été à son service jusqu'au bout. Nuage n'avait que 11 ans. Il était trop jeune pour mourir. Et quand l'hélicoptère alla le chercher dans la montagne, les villageois regardaient. Il était étendu dans un grand filet sous la puissante machine rouge. On aurait dit qu'il dormait. Les gens du village se rapprochaient. Ils aimaient Nuage, ils aimaient Igor, et ils savaient que Nuage avait entendu qu'Igor soit détaché avant de tomber. Quand à Igor, si vous lui parlez de Nuage, il pense peut-être que Nuage est dans les nuages. Ce livre raconte une histoire vraie. Tous les faits, nom de personnes et d'ânes et sont authentiques. Cette histoire a eu lieu dans le petit village de Boro en Isère entre 1896 et 2002.
Cloud, the story of a very special donkey. Igor was 10 years old. He didn't really have any friends like you and me have friends because he couldn't play, he couldn't speak. He was born like that. Yet he knew how to smile, and there were lots of people who would have liked to have been friends with him, but didn't really know how to approach him. So for his birthday, they invited all of those people. There were 150 of them. And they chose things to do at the party that Igor especially liked. Someone brought ponies, and there were pony rides. There was painting and climbing and trampolining and singing and dancing and eating. There were lots of birthday cakes, and there was one big present. Everyone in the village had put their money together, and they'd bought him a beautiful white donkey. They called him Cloud. Cloud became Igor's friend. A special saddle was made to help Igor stay on the donkey, so Cloud could carry him to all the places that Igor's legs wouldn't carry him. Cloud took Igor up into the mountains, above the village, and his family walked beside him. Together, they crossed over streams, drank in the springs, got caught in the storms. From village to village and from town to town, Cloud showed Igor the world. At last, Igor could go at the same speed as his family, and when he laughed, they laughed with him. Cloud had two donkey friends, Urchin and Napoleon. He was the kind of donkey who liked to follow, not to lead. At first he always followed Urchin until Urchin got too old, and then he followed Napoleon. His two friends taught him all that a donkey needs to know. But there was one thing he always seemed to know, without anyone telling him: how to carry his friend Igor. Igor often sat lopsided, flapping his arms or lying right down on his donkey's back, so he could watch the clouds go by. Igor was 16 now and getting heavier, but a donkey can carry his weight, and so Cloud still carried Igor on his back. One summer, he walked all the way from Le Puy to Conques, and the next summer from Conques to Cahors, and Igor laughed, and his family laughed with him. One day, in the same year, just as autumn was beginning, Cloud, Igor, and his family went up into the mountains again. Then, as he set off on the path to go back down, Cloud did something he'd never done before. He suddenly keeled over, with his legs in the air. Igor was still tied to the saddle, but Cloud stayed quite still. Igor was startled, but he was quickly lifted off and sat on the grass. The donkey tried to stand up again, but his legs gave way. He then started to roll slowly down the mountainside. Faster and faster he rolled, and then he fell into a deep ravine, and there he died. He'd waited for Igor to get off. He'd served him right to the end. Cloud was only 11 years old. Most donkeys live much longer. When the helicopter lifted him off the mountain, the villagers watched. He was cradled in his big net under the machine as if he was asleep, and the villagers came closer together. They liked Cloud, and they liked Igor. And they knew that Cloud had waited for Igor to get off. As for Igor, if you talk to him about Cloud now, he laughs. He probably thinks His donkey is up there with all the other clouds. This is a true story. The names of the people and donkeys in this story are authentic. The story took place between 1996 and 2002 in Barrault, a small village in Isère, in France.